Hello everybody and welcome to Fire Force episodes 23 and 24 season finale anime review. It's a surprise double episode. I know they announced it last week, but I didn't know that before I watched the episodes. So it was a surprise to me, so I didn't realise we were finishing today. So this video is going to be quite long because it's going to be both 23 and 24, because there's no point in splitting it up, is there really? Just do it in one. They came out the same week, you know? Be weird if you watched 23 and then not 24 when they came out the same day. That'd be, unless you didn't have time, I guess. But anyway, yeah, the finale of Fire Force. Oh, I forgot to mention, they announced the second season afterwards. That happened too. That summer, I think that is. That's not even that far away. That's what, 6 months, if that. God, I don't know if I'm happy about that. You know, I think I've been pretty vocal about how I am about Fire Force. It has some things I really like the fight scenes, and honestly, the story is sort of getting better now with Shinra and his whole backstory being revealed and everything, and the parallel dimension. Interesting, wasn't what I was expecting the story to go, so I guess it's interesting to say the least. But yeah, then there's things I don't like most of the stuff involving the other characters. They just feel really underdeveloped to me. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, I think I'll watch season 2. I don't know if I'll review it, but I should do, right? Who knows? But anyway, not talking about that right now. Let's get into how this is going to work. We're going to go for episode 23. We're going to go for episode 24. Then I'm going to talk about the series as a whole. It's going to be quite long, this review, I assume. So I might go quite quick through the episodes, just so I'm not here literally all day. I've got stuff to do as well. But yeah, I did, just as an overall, I did enjoy these last 2 episodes. I think. No, you know what? There's no I think. I did enjoy these last 2 episodes. Let's get into them, starting with episode 23. We pick up still where we left off. Sho and Shinra are still fighting. It's the fight of the decade. Not quite, but it was pretty good. Probably not even the fight of the year, to be honest, but it was still pretty good, They're still going at it. He keeps getting Shinra's memories of being called a devil and everything he's been through and everything. Gets the memories of the family and everything back. Gets a memory of Shinra saving him from a newspaper, which, to be fair, and if I was being forced to read the boring newspaper, I would react like Sho did as well. So, fair enough. Crying at a newspaper, all the politics plastered on there and everything. That's the scariest thing of all. Way scarier than the Horned Demon or whatever else. And then in the real world, he starts crying because of the memories. Like, you're my brother. I've accepted it. There's hugs. But Shinra may have been impaled accidentally. Yeah, he kind of got stabbed. I was confused. Did Sho do it, or? Well, at this point I was confused. I was like, did Sho stab him as like a betrayal, or is Shinra an idiot? And we find out that answer after the break. The opening. Turns out, Shinra's an idiot. So his speed, he re-put himself together, I guess, on the sword, which is not what you do, Shinra, you idiot. Then that girl Hormiya shows up, the other Adola Burst, basically. Tells them basically they're going to restart the Cataclysm with Adola Bursts, which is why they're collecting them. Sho is basically a good guy at this point. It's like, what happened to my memories? And then she puppets him, turns him into a puppet or whatever, and takes him away. Hinawa and Arthur show up though to save Shinra, so that's good. Arthur shows he does care, sort of. He's like, you can't die, I'm the only one that's allowed to kill you. And I'm like, Arthur, you're so cool in a lame way. That's exactly what he is. He's cool in the lamest possible way. Her ability, her puppet ability, doesn't work on Arthur because plasma. They don't really elaborate any further on that. I thought it was maybe because he was too stupid, but no, it's plasma. The others all show up, and then there's an earthquake starts, and then she leaves with Sho and that. The gang all get outside and retreat. Shinra's still got the sword in him. They just left it in him. Although you're not supposed to... Are you meant to remove them, or are you meant to leave them in? I'm not a doctor, to be honest. I'm going to assume you're meant to leave them in because that's what they did. Because otherwise, I mean, swords are not light, right? Carrying that while it's impaled in him. How would they do that? Would they have one person holding one end and one person holding the other as they moved? Just so it... Because if you let it loose, it's going to flip around a little bit, and that's going to kill Shinra on the inside. Probably the outside as well, honestly. But, yeah, that's the thing I'm wondering. How did they get the sword out as well? yeah, when they get outside, the earthquake's still going on. They got to get Shinra healed. Who are you going to call? Not quite the Ghostbusters. Not the Ghostbusters. They were busy. The person they end up calling is the captain of the 6th, Huang. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Apologies if not. They tell her everything immediately. She's like, how did this happen? And they're like, well, we went to the thing and then this happened. And basically, Captain Obi just reveals all the secrets like that. And she's like, I don't know if I'll be able to fix it, but I'll do what I can. Her ability is a healing fire snake, which she uses to heal his fire snake. Not like that. Yeah, they got Lisa out as well. She's in a wreck in another room. Everyone's just waiting. You know, Hina was injured. Who was in the waiting room? It's Arthur, Tamaki, Maki, and Obi. The others are all off healing themselves or whatever. We're basically told Shinra will be fine after a few days sleep, and then we have a few days sleep time skip. So that's good. He's hungry. He's annoyed. He couldn't save Sho. The first captain shows up. What was his name? I'm trying to find it. Give me a minute. Captain Burns. He shows up. Basically says, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened 12 years ago. I'm going to tell you the truth. Have some food. He knew everything that was happening. He knew about Sho. He knew about all the evangelists and all this. He knew everything, basically. Shinra gets a bit mad because he's like, why wouldn't you tell me any of that? That, just makes sense. And then he challenges him to spar. So I guess they're going to fight. And that was the end of episode 23. I guess I'll briefly give my thoughts on this episode before we move on. Yeah, it was good, it kind of did have what I thought would happen, where we wouldn't get a proper resolution to the Shinra and Sho stuff. Although Sho does seem to mostly be good now. So I'm wondering, is he going to be permanently puppeted now? In the season 2 future, or is he going to be mind wiped so he's back to being evil? Is he going to be permanently puppeted, or is he going to be imprisoned because he doesn't want to fight for him anymore? I don't know. Who knows? Or is he just going to fight for them anyway and be like, you got me last time, Shinra, but this time it doesn't matter. I'm going to fight anyway. I'd like to think he'd turn good and be on the good side, but maybe who knows? But anyway, let's get into episode 24, the finale of the season. So we open up not with the spar, with Vulcan driving Shinra back, basically tell him, just be happy, don't bring everyone else down with you, which, when he gets back, he greets everyone on his return. The sister was sweeping. Who else was there? Maki said hello. Tamaki was looking around the corner because she's a tsundere. Arthur's sword got taken away with him because he tried to cut up a load of documents, which, don't do that. Hinoa gave him a load of documents. Tamaki said it's weird that you don't die. They ranged on being happy to see him and pretending they weren't happy to see him, but they were really, you know how it is. Got to give his report to Captain, which he does. But while we do that, we have a flashback to the spar with Burns and Shinra. He says, basically, convince me you're strong enough that you can hear the truth. He calls him a big liar at one point because, he said he won't tell him if he's not strong enough. And yeah, their fight it was good, it was pretty good. He breaks through the aura, I guess, and yeah, it manages to land a hit. So he's like, okay, I'll tell you. Back then, the White Clad were already active, and it's like, oh, okay, so they're a long-standing group that you've known about, but yet have done nothing to, to stop. You really suck at your job, Captain Burns. That's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm sorry, I blitzed over the fight. I thought the fight was pretty good. I've said before, Fire Force, the fights are what it does really well. So, yeah, any fight in this series, even a bad fight in this series, is generally a good one. So, that's good. Anyway, on to the remaining part of the episode. So now we have a flashback within a flashback. It's crazy. Hormia, that girl from before, should we see her as a small child? She's just as bratty as she is in modern day. The Horned Infernal actually turned out being their mum, Shinra and Sho's mum. Sho caused the fire by his awakening, which I guess also caused Shinra's flames to appear, because they just appeared during this as well. Captain Burns headed in, and as he did, Shinra fell out the front door. I guess he was leaned up against it, and he's like, go save my parents. He goes in, and his eyes playing up, so I think his eye, and I guess he enters the other world, because there's like the grey, the grey, colouring. basically. Apparently also if they look at the Evangelist, their eye burns out, because that's what happened to Captain Burns, which, you know, not good. Hormia, turned out she was controlling the Infernal that his mum turned into, and used her to bring Sho to them, but then she leaves with Sho, whether she was under the orders or not at that point, I don't know. So she was never killed, which is, you know, don't know where she is now. She's going to show up later out of nowhere, which probably shouldn't happen when you think about it. Burns told Shinra they both died. Did it to keep him out of it, basically, to protect him. But then Shinra's like, I still hate the flames even now, you know? So, yeah, you know, whatever. Doesn't know where the mum went. And he says something like, I can see her again if I use the link. So I guess that's to get to the other world or to see the other world or whatever. Then the maid that was looking after him, she's related to the captain of the fourth, who he thinks, I've got to make sure I get this right, he thinks the fourth captain is somehow related to the Adolla Link, so he's got to go talk to him. Then at the end of the episode, Shinra vows to find a way to turn an Infernal back into a person, which I was like, okay, Tanjiro, can't call your jets, you know, you don't know, that seems too good for that to happen, you know. I think you're going to get Sho. You're not going to save your mum, Shinra, sorry. Then post-credits scene, they have a party for Shinra, all the gang are there hanging out, and it just dots the I's, I guess, that there's too many characters in this show. They shouldn't have had this many. I don't think so anyway. They should have focused on developing the few they had in the 8th, as opposed to just adding all these other ones from around the place. You could have had them, but focus on the ones you got first, is basically what I'm saying. And then, of course, Season 2, we got in the summer. So, that was both episodes, I think. I think I got them all. Yeah, I enjoyed the episode. I think I enjoyed the finale. Once I knew it was the finale, I was like, oh, it's the finale, you know. I'm not sure if I'm excited for a second season, especially so soon. You know, it is only 6 months away. That's not a long time in anime terms. But yeah, I think I'll watch it, you know. It can't. I think we've got past a lot of the faff, if you know what I mean. Like that middle chunk, I was not enjoying myself for Fire Force, but towards this last bit, I've been liking it. So, considering it seems to be continuing that, hopefully, it's good. It's good things, you know. I'm hopeful. I am hopeful for Fire Force. I do feel like it's a bit unlucky with how, you know, throughout its entire like lifespan of when it's been on, there has been a better shonen on at any one time, which is just feels bad for Fire Force. And you know, it's not terrible. I know I've ragged on it a bit. I've actually enjoyed it a decent amount. So yeah, I have liked it. I have liked Fire Force. You know, I'm going to admit it. I have enjoyed myself. Maybe not as much as I would have liked, but I have enjoyed myself. That's all you can really ask for, really. But anyway, I can't really think of much else to say. I think I've covered most things, if not in this episode, like while it's been going on. I've said things that they're putting out. Hopefully they don't bring back Tamaki's stupid pointless fan service thing. I don't like it. It's stupid. But they're going to, aren't they? Because I want to like Tamaki, you know, but she's been a low light for me in the series. But yeah, I can't think of much else to say. So I'm just gonna wrap up here, if that's cool with you guys. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe and stuff for more reviews. Check out on my other channel, I did every anime I watched this year ranked. Check that out. It's long. See where Fire Force was. I can't remember where I put Fire Force. Yeah, I'll do what I'm watching for next season video soon. I don't know when, but soon. I will see you next week for another episode of this. And bye, guys. Just occurred to me I said another episode of this. This was the season finale. I'll see you in whatever video you watch next. Now, bye, guys. For real this time.